Hello everyone, the hack I'm going to be showing us today is how you can actually convert your handwritten notes, not even type it only. Say you don't know how to do this and you just write this down, it's on a sheet of paper, whatever you want to write. How can you transform that sheet of paper into something as good as what you can see on my right hand? This is exactly what is on the left. For example, you can see the ax raised to the power 2 plus b. You can see that the equations here are accurate. You will do this 100% with AI. You don't have to type anything, and in fact you can print it immediately. It is as simple as breeze. This video is going to be in two parts. The first part is going to be doing this in Word. This is specifically for people who want Word documents. Say you want to be able to edit it, you want to be able to use it after, or you want to have it in your database. This is important for you. But most importantly, I'll be doing it in PDF, so you'll be able to export it 100% in PDF. That will be non-editable, but you can read it, and if you want to say you want to edit it, you just have to follow the same process. So first of all, the first thing you have to understand is you cannot do this with an handwritten note that is not clear. You have to make this clear as possible. Some of us don't have very good handwriting, so you want to give your work to someone who has a good handwriting to make it very clear. You have to make this as clear as possible, because if it is not clear, then you're going to have issue in the long run. AI is going to misinterpret whatever you are given to it. So this is the simple workflow. You have your whatever picture on your laptop or your desktop. Then you go to Gemini. You're going to be using Gemini free. Gemini free accounts definitely works. You go to Gemini. When you go to Gemini, you give it a particular prompt. The prompt is written here, and I'm going to attach it in the description. For Word, there's a particular prompt. For PDF, there's another prompt. For PDF, you are going to be using Overleaf. So you may want to go to overleaf.com. To do this, you have to go to overleaf.com. You have to start new projects. So you open new project. I'm going to be starting with PDF. So you start new project, blank project, Korea. So we are starting with PDF. The particular screenshot you see on the page is what I'm going to be using for this tutorial. So you open gemini.com. When you open gemini.com, you give it this prompt, then you attach the image that you want to use for that workflow. The image it is important that you use a clear image, because when I tried using an unclear image, trust me, it is going to misinterpret what you see. So first off, you upload your image. So I have my image here. I'm going to have to upload my image and then give it the prompts. So I'm starting with PDF. The prompts for PDF is the prompt, so this one that is here. So you attach this prompt to your image, and then after that you copy that prompt and put it, you copy the result given to you by AI and put it in the overleaf.com. That's for PDF. We use overleaf.com for PDF. So the tool will help us to translate both the prompt Gemini gives to us in a particular string. The string is LaTeX string. It is the standard string for writing maths, for digital writing maths. You understand? So when you use this string, it is going to give you in a perfect format, a very perfect format. That is, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is just copy the string, go to overleaf.com, paste it there, and you are good. You are good to go. So let me upload my image. This is the image. So now it's going to transcribe this into what? Into a fully compatible LaTeX document. Combine text and math. So if you have text, say you have a particular question, say almighty formula, and you have a follow-up question with it, you have whatever with it, this is going to give you all the questions of a whole single page, just like you can see in my PDF here. A whole single page. It's going to, and just it is going to give you at once. So you can copy that everything at once go to overleaf.com and render it. You render it and then you print it out. You don't have to wait. You understand what I'm trying to say? So this is the easiest and the sweetest way to do this. However, so let's proceed. However, we can do it in the document format, which I'll be showing us. And by the way, you should check out my previous video on how to do this in Word, exclusively in Word and in WordPress. If you are trying to do this on a website, say your WordPress website, you should see the video. I'm linking up this video, so you should look up that. It is detailed, and I have a different approach for that, or it is explicitly for people who want to use Word. So now look at this. So this is the code snippets. All you have to do is copy this code snippets, head over to overleaf.com, like I said, open a new project. When you open a new project, clear up this whatever, and then paste that. When you paste that, click on compile. Bam, that's it. So you can see on my left here, this is how clear it is. This is in 2 minutes. You have done something that is going to take you. There's no way you're doing this in 2 minutes. You're going to have to render it properly, type it out. That is even if you know how to do it in Word. If you know how to do it, it's still going to take your time. But you can simply write this on a piece of paper, upload it, use this prompt, and bam, you're done. Make sure that you snap the notes clearly. That's all you have to do. And if you want to print it, you just have to click on this download PDF document. So you can do this for number of pages that you want. Say page 1, page 2, page 3, compile them together and use it for whatever you want to use it. Say you're trying to set an exam question for students as a teacher, or you're trying to write something in a clearer form, something like this. Whatever you want to use it for, thesis, professional essay, anything, this works. So this is the first part of this video in PDF. Now we're going to go to the second part using the second prompts. So using the second prompt, you have to come to Word. You have to open your Word document. Then you have to make sure you copy the second prompt I give in the. I'm going to attach both. I'm definitely going to attach both prompts in the comment section, in the description. So you have to check it out. All you have to do is open Gemini. Free Gemini account works, although I'm using Pro. And by the way, you can get a free Gemini account. If you want me to do a tutorial on that, put it in the comment section. So yeah, for Word, attach your prompts, upload your image, same image, and then bam. Now the difference between Word and PDF, I'm using the overleaf.com. The difference between both of them is that in overleaf.com, it gives you the full code. It gives you the comprehensive code, properly formatted. You don't have to do it line by line. In Word, you have to do it line by line, because Word does not interpret full code. Say ax raised to power 2 plus bx plus c is equals to 0, and then brings it down in an orderly format as I just did here. You can't do this. It's not this fast in Word. You can do this as clean as it is, but not this fast. But then significantly faster than just starting from scratch and typing it yourself. That is why I recommend, if you want to do this, just write everything you need to do on a sheet of paper and then transcribe it the way I just did. Simple, easy, clean, free, and fast. So, but for Word, which is if you want it in Word, you have to understand that you have to interpret all these lines that you're looking at. You have to undo it one by one. This is line 1, this is line 2, and then you have to render it one by one. So let's copy this, go to Word, then we paste it. Now there are things you have to observe. The first thing is that before you do this in Word, you have to understand that you have to do it on its one by one, line by line, like I said. Second thing is that you have to handle it with some protocols. First thing is go to insert, best thing, you can press Control, you can press hot plus is equals to hot plus is equals to, that is hot on your keyboard plus the is equals to, or plus sign rather, hot and the plus sign. Sometimes your is equals to sign is with your plus, but not all the time. So you do your alt plus your plus sign. You understand? So that's what you're going to press. Then you have to click on the equation here. There'll be an equation here. Then you have to make sure that this is not in Unicode. This must not be Unicode. It has to be in LaTeX because you are working with LaTeX string. And then you have to click on convert towards professional. Use all professional. Bam. You see that? I'm going to do that for all this line. Let me do the second one so you can see it again. First thing to remember is to go to insert. You can go through insert and then go to equation. That will work. You see, that will definitely work. I'm going to speed up this video and I'm going to do the rest for each. Bam, here we are. So like you see, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Look at how clean, simple, clear this is. So for confirmation, this is the content right here, and this is our content. So you can check it out, compare it for accuracy. Feel free to pause the video, and you know. So this is Word. So I'm going to link up the prompts that I use in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video and if it is helpful, please like, subscribe, follow. I'm going to be dishing out a lot of contents like this in the subsequent weeks. However, if you want any video, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I'm going to make sure I create content around it and get back to you guys. I'll catch you in the next one.